and I can't let no hoe lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, oh they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying. This shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop to stress the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit, and I ain't listening. Is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jack. So Tower War, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he said something, I ain't hear him. This shit light. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Free shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feed you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow side, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put billions of my access. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating this. Figure me, they claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery there isn't counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angels, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safe for the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mass shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I got this lifestyle, that's my boss, bitch, and my wordplay. Hey, when I get mad, turn the Scarface. Tell me how it is, tell me how you feel, tell me what it is, tell me what you wanna do. Put sad boy plotting on who? I done seen it all before I came through. Must don't understand, nigga, I'm in the truth, lame ass nigga. But these crackers tryna shoot shit my way. 100 down rides on the highway. Only thing I got in this lifestyle, that's my boss, bitch, and my wordplay. Hey, when I get mad, turn to Scarface. Now when I get mad, turn to Sharface. Yeah, I'm up in South Beach with this shit, nigga, Miami. Fuck on me. Tell me how it is, tell me how you feel, tell me what it is. I'm always in the field, always dressed to kill, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? But you pussy boy, but you ain't talking about nothing, but you ain't making noise. You ain't on that shit thought you was. Who the fuck these niggas thought they was? They don't even know that. Shooting at me and I'm a throwback. I don't look back, that's a throwback. No, I don't look sad, cause I'm on that. Boy, get shot at the tough, that's a toe tag. Lame man, cracker don't want the guns on me. But these people wanna know everything. But the booze and the chica, I tell these soft ass boys how to think. When I'm on my grind, let it hang. Yeah, my nutsack on these fuck niggas when I don't give a fuck. What they be hating on, cause I'm up, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? Who the fuck these niggas thought they was? Yeah, all the time a nigga growing. All the time a nigga knowing. Gotta stack it up, keep that bitch fluent. Hey, hey, tell me how it is, tell me how you feel, tell me what it is. Gotta flip the deal, gotta keep the steel, kill a big kid. Nah, nigga, for real, I'm ready for real. Nigga, I'm ready for the war, nigga. But they crack tryna shoot shit my way. 100 down rounds on the highway. Only thing I got in this lifestyle, that's my boss, bitch, and my wordplay. Hey, when I get mad, turn to Scarface. Now when I get mad, turn to Scarface. We up here with the scene, nigga, with the Colombians and shit. Cutting niggas' heads off and shit. Tell me how it is, tell me how you feel. Always just a kid, shoot 'em up the hill. Gotta keep it still, nah, nigga, for real. Hey, these boys think they talking about. Why X out your rank, walking on your sand. On the highway, chasing after bands. Boy, wanna hate, they don't understand. Boy, wanna hate, soft two cans. Sam, ass nigga. I told you for that nigga, they don't know it. Yeah, chasing after one, I love that shit. Cause the thrill of the hunt keep me on my shit. Yeah, the deck on my hip with a stick. Yeah, motherfucker, we'll kill your ass. We'll motherfucking dissect your ass. Cut a head off, put a body for the buzzers. Matter of fact, fuck them buzzers, nigga. You know we here on shit. Hey, call nigga Sharface, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah.
This life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. It's all about that warfare.
Dope and rap. All right, Israel. This is Captain Lasagna of the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I have 1 West Providence, 5th Street, Harlem, New York. All right. Let's get to it. This is the ISUPK in Syracuse. This is the scripture breakdown class. I apologize. Excuse me. Scripture breakdown class. Now we have here 864 South Avenue. 864 South Avenue. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right, here we go. And the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, we are priests and prophets from the earth. All right, here to lead Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, back to the Most High power, Most High power, Most High God. Yahweh is the name. Yahweh is His name. On the Most High power, that's the name of the Most High power, Most High God. And with that being said, you're not affiliated or associated with any other group or organization. These are brothers, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shai, Thumb, to all the Akwafian, the sisters, Yahweh, Shema, Alpha, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shai. Okay? All right. Okay. We do follow Christ. Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Excuse me. In the world calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai Mashiach. All right. He is of the 12 tribes of Israel, specifically from the tribe of Judah. He sprang out of Judah. He's of the tribe of Judah. He is a descendant, all right, of David, of Joseph, the direct descendant, the son of Joseph in the Bible. In the New Testament, he is his biological son. All right. With that being said, we teach that our people need to turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments. All statutes and commandments of this Bible. We read out of the King James 1611 Bible, King James 1611 Bible, because it's the closest to the Hebrew in the translation. Right? All right. The Apocrypha is in Korean, of course. All right. Right. All right, thank you for your patience. Let's see here. All right, just looking for these articles here. Okay, got the article. Thank you. All right, I'm bringing up some articles, right? Because I'm going to talk about the police force, specifically ICE agents. I'm going to play this video clip, and the ICE agents, okay? These ICE agents are unaliving people, innocent people. Okay, they're unaliving innocent people, and it's horrible. All right, they just unalived a brother, brother from the tribe. I want to say Colombia is. Naphtali, Asher and Naphtali, and I apologize. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go, y'all. We'll play this clip. I want y'all to watch this. This is horrible, disgusting. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you make up the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. And with you making up the 12 tribes of Israel, we are in hell right now. We are in absolute hell. Our condition is horrific. It's vomiting. It's sick, man. Right. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we gotta really tighten it up. All right. We gotta really tighten it up. You really gotta start being monolithic. You have to start being one type of people. All right. We really have to make a choice on what we want to follow. Because we are all over the place, man. We absolutely are. And it's like, it's not going to get any better because we continue to allow lust and entertainment and drugs, whatever it may be, man. We allow it to lead us. Right? It becomes our culture. The weak are ruling our people, and our people are absolutely weak. Absolutely weak. All right. First and foremost, I want to shout out Officer Sharash, Officer Akia, for attending Going up to OCC this weekend, Onondaga Community College, where they held the Haudenosaunee Arts Festival. It was amazing. You saw the dancing, man. I do not know how people could conjure up in their mind that the Native Americans are not the 12 tribes of Israel, part of the 12 tribes of Israel. Why not? Why not? Okay. When a white boy dances, you allow him to the cookout, right? He's in the cookout. When a white girl dances, she must be married to her uncle. She an auntie now, and she got black kids. Oh, well, whatever. Man, Gadites is your people. The northern kingdom, the Gadites, specifically the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Indians of America, the American Indians, so-called, they make up the 12 tribes of Israel, man. They are the tribe of Gad. Man. And man, I was talking to brothers and sisters up there, and it was like, how could y'all, they thought we was from the tribe of Gad. They thought we were one of the tribes of the North American Indians. They asked if we wanted to dance with them. We wanted to compete in the dance competitions. And I thought that was an honor for them to, you know what I'm saying? They thought we were some tribe from Long Island. And they were so happy to see us. We were welcome. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody as if we have a difference. We are not different in no way, shape, or form. And a brother and sister were talking to me about the boarding schools, alcoholism, because they wanted to becoming like white Americans, like the Caucasians, like the Europeans. Okay. Shinnecock. Yeah, they thought we was Shinnecock Indian nation. Okay. That was beautiful, y'all. All right, Shinnecock. We thought we were Shinnecock, recognized tribe historical Algonquin, speaking Native Americans based at the eastern end of Long Island, New York. Man, but I don't know. But anyway, we told them we are a tribe. We with y'all. I broke it down to them that I'm from the tribe of Judah, but we all part of the 12 tribes. And we the same. We went up there with the fringes on, with the garments on with the fringes and the borders of blue headpieces to show our similarity that we the same people. And we were very welcoming, accepted up there. You know, people come up to us, wanting to talk to us, and engage with us. And we appreciate you. We clap for that. Haudenosaunee, they consider the 5 nations, the Onondagas, the Senecas, the Onondagas, Senecas, Oneidas, Cayugas, Tuscaloosa's, and the Mohawk. Okay, they make up those specific nations underneath their confederacy, their union. All right, they have a flag in which has 5 and 6 depictions of each tribe. Okay, so I thought that was beautiful. All right, let me play this for y'all. Okay. Getting to the white.
Why were the ICE agents not wearing
The white man is the devil. Like the Bible speaks of. I want y'all to see that. This is Tom Homan. Tom Homan. He is the head of the Department of Homeland Security. Okay, he is over all the ICE agents. What is that? Stand for Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement. Immigration, Customs Enforcement. Okay, and they are pieces of, excuse my language, if you want to cover your ears, they are pieces of shit. They are absolute trash. Okay? It's going to come out, and it came out that his brother, he was 25-year-old, 25-year-old. Okay. Yes, his brother was 25 from Colombia. Sebastian Duran Guerrero, 25, a father from Colombia. Main ICE shooting victim identifies as Johan Sebastian Duran Guerrero, 25-year-old brother. This take Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We one people. We fight each other so much and want to find this division because that's what colonialism did to us. It stripped us of our identity and also stripped us of our connection with our brothers, our people. Not just because we have a common enemy, but we have common blood. Okay? Let me play this here. Look at the devil. Look at this piece of trash.
Why are the ICE agents not wearing body cameras in Houston or in Maine?
The reason why they say Houston and Maine, there was another shooting in Houston, Texas. These ICE agents are coming straight out the trailer park. They beating their wife as they filling out the application. They got one hand full with hair, their wife's hair balled up, banging her head on the table while he's filling out the application for ICE. To be an ICE agent. To be an enforcer of the law of immigration and customs. The devil that the Bible speaks of. Yes, yes. Come on in. Come on in. You guys made a drink, please. Oh, sure. Slack y'all. And I pulled up some numbers. Police officers have the highest rates. The highest. Is there any more orange juice? No? Okay. Go on. Appreciate it. Make the breakfast, all right?
The Democrats shut down the Department of Homeland Security. I was up on the Hill as part of the negotiating team to reopen the government.
Not wearing body cameras.
So as these meth heads, right? These crackheads, these weed drug addicts, these pieces of trash, right? As they looking for employment, what a wonderful by immigration, because they're already racist, right? White people are so racist, especially. I'm trying to figure out because they are racist, but they're blatant about their racism, and their condition makes them more racist. Their poverty makes them so racist, right? Because they're so stupid. Their lack of education makes them racist. White people have no reason really to be racist. They don't. But white people are an ignorant people. And ignorance and arrogance is like what white people are made of, right? So when you have that, you're not going to have intelligence. You're not going to have empathy or sympathy. You're not going to have logic or reason in a lot of things. Because they're just arrogant as a people. Because they have America, right? The greatest country on the planet. They have their history taught to them by their own historians that don't really go in depth in teaching all the history. Okay, they have political power, religious power, and they have religious power. All right. So if Jesus is white, God is white, because Jesus is God, according to Christianity. And all these great people of the Bible are white, supposedly. All these people were in images, so they feel as if they're connected to some higher being, higher goodness. Okay, so it creates an arrogance amongst them. Not only that, we have America. All right. So that together is a horrible combination. So what do? They join the police force. They join the FBI and the CIA. They join different forces of departments and forces of enforcement, law enforcement. Excuse me. And when they do that, they can explore their racism even more. You know? All right? Because they create their own privilege. Listen to this idiot. A man's life was taken. A man's life was taken. Somebody else was shot in Houston. People were getting shot. Innocent people. Not even the people that they're looking for. I guess all of them look alike, right? Listen to what he says.
Why were the ICE agents not wearing body cameras in Houston, Oregon?
Good question. When the Democrats shut down the Department of Homeland Security, I was up on the Hill as part of the negotiating team to
For all the Christians, for all the patriots that love to debate and confront the ISUPK and say that, well, when we talk about the white man, or when y'all talk about the white man, this is them saying to us, when y'all speak about the white man so much, you lack accountability. You don't take accountability. Well, black people is doing this, black people are doing that. Well, there are illegals in this country. Brown people are doing this, brown people are doing that. You hear it so much and so often. But do white people take accountability? She asked this man, who is their highest ranking officer. He has the highest ranking position in ICE. He's over ICE. Tom Homan. What a hoe. And instead of him speaking as to why they weren't wearing body cameras, he blames it on the Democrats. He said the Democrats was the ones. Listen.
question. When the Democrats shut down the Department of Homeland Security, I was up on the Hill, part of the negotiating team to reopen the government, and they wanted body cameras. There was $120 million in the budget they were holding up to buy those body cameras. Now, since the big beautiful bill passed, now the reconciliation bill, the body cameras on the books, and right now
he's saying ICE agents, a federal department, we just didn't get the cameras yet. He's saying the Democrats held the money $120 million for them to get the cameras, held that money. That was last year. Isn't a delivery? This is a federal, this is the presidency. This is the Capitol building. This is the FBI, CIA. You mean to tell me it got lost in the mail? The cameras, body cameras got lost in the mail? The deployment of them? 5 to 7 business days? That was last year. Even if it went to the beginning of this year. Say when it went to the beginning of this year, right? Damn, that was months ago. It's July. Your officers still do not have body cameras? You mean to tell me while they're being deployed, right? You mean to tell me y'all couldn't scrape up some money? Because I know Trump loved y'all. Y'all couldn't just get shot some money out of the emergency fund to put some type of cameras on? The white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of. He is a liar.
Holding up to buy those body cameras. Now, since the big beautiful bill passed, now the reconciliation bill, the body cameras have been ordered. There's a deployment on the books and
scheduled on the books. July 4th, right? Is when Trump signed that bill. You mean to tell me these cameras ain't just sitting there waiting? You mean to tell me that a law enforcement agency goes out with no body cameras? When you created ICE, they didn't have any body cameras? When you recruited all your men into this police force, y'all didn't give them body cameras? Never? They don't have old body cameras from last year or the year before? ICE is not a new agency, right?
Right now they're just trained. So officers in each field office can train their officers on the.
This pig can't even talk. He's a bum. He's a loser. He can't even talk. Officers train? What are you talking about? Why aren't they wearing body cameras? The officers training the body. Can't even talk. Never think that white people are better than you just because they're white people. They are not smarter than you. You are taught to believe that they are more intellectual than you, more intelligent than you, have a higher vocabulary or vernacular, or they know English better than you. They don't know a goddamn thing. They're afraid of you because you are so intelligent. I'm not talking about dunking a basketball. I'm not talking about hitting a baseball. I'm not talking about singing a note. I'm not talking about dancing. I'm talking about they are truly afraid of your intellect. They know that there is something about you that is not unlike anyone else on this earth. No race, no ethnic group is like black and brown people in America. North Central and South America. Ain't nobody like you. You are a genius. If you stop smoking all that goddamn weed, you will see and unlock, damn, we are smart as a people.
Use of the body cam, so that was delayed by the shutdown. And we all on the books, and right now they're just trained. So officers in each field office can train their officers on the use of the body cam. So
They need to train officers how to use a body camera. Can somebody tell me, what does it take to turn on a camera? Can somebody tell me, what does it take to turn on a goddamn camera? Excuse my language, y'all. What does it take to turn on a camera? Does it really take all that? Excuse me. Or can you just turn the camera on? I think you can just turn the camera on. It don't take much to press a button on the camera. It don't take much at all to press record. Put the camera on. It goes on your chest. The body camera sits right here. It locks into your vest, or you have some type of a necklace holding it down. It's very simple. It clips on. It clips on to your clothing. All you gotta do is clip it on, put it on. It take y'all 10 days to train somebody on press a button.
that was delayed by the shutdown. And we all know who delayed. We all know who shut the government down.
And to follow up, that funding was approved in April for body cameras, $20 million.
Oh! Tommy, you pork-eating bastard. Look at Tommy. Woo! She got him good. She said in April, you got $20 million. $20 million for some cameras. You got some good cameras. 20 mil? I got about 200,000 ICE agents. 20 mil? Half of them meth heads, trailer parks, GEDs, inmates, PD files, wife beaters.
And to follow up, that funding was approved in April for body cameras, $20 million, I believe. So why has that not been distributed? And will these
Cameras were bought. One of the first things I did in Minnesota is bring hundreds of cameras to Minnesota that recently purchased. But there wasn't the cameras to our
100? You got $20 million and only 100 cameras was bought? $20 million and y'all only bought 100 cameras for Minnesota?
to outfit every ICE station. That was waiting up for more money. And the delay in ICE, the DHS funding shutdown delayed a lot of that cameras.
And what is the state of distribution right now? And as these, you just said...
That's a question for ICE. I talked to the ICE director last night. There's a schedule for distribution. Right now they're in the middle of training.
He's over the ICE director. She cutting the sugar water out this pig. She cutting the mud doodle out this pig, and he up here. That's a question for ICE. You is ICE. You just had a meeting with him last night, the director of ICE. You're over ICE.
That's a question for ICE. I talked to the ICE director last night. There's a schedule for distribution. Right now they're in the middle of train to trainer. I didn't ask for the deployment schedule, but he says he has a deployment schedule. And as soon as the train to trainer is done, the trainers will get the cameras. They'll deploy as quick as possible.
You see that to be extremely urgent, given right now.
It is urgent. They're moving as quick as they possible. As soon as they had funding, they bought them. As soon as they had funding, they bought them. If Democrats want to shut down the government, it would have been a lot quicker.
Man lost his life.
Today, it was announced LeBron James has...
Is it February? and you still don't have your taxes filed? With Accountified, you don't schedule consultations just to get pricing. You browse flat fee service.
Salakia. Tom Homan says ICE vetting may have failed in deadly main shooting. Check this out. I'll read this article to y'all. White House border czar Tom Homan said, and that's his title. He's the border czar. What? I be wanting to talk to white folks, man. I be really wanting to talk to Edomites, Caucasians, cave dwellers. We really want to talk to y'all. Like,
decided that he wants his next team to be the 76ers. Where do you?
That was Trump. Trump saying LeBron's a racist. What the hell is he talking about? Anyway, I really be wanting to talk to Edomites about certain things. Now, what's wrong with y'all? Like, do y'all really think y'all wrestlers? Like, y'all really think that WWF is real? Excuse me. Like, Tom Homan, the border czar. Y'all really think this is a movie or something? I think the Trump thinks this is a movie, like he's in a movie. You know, a lot of you white folks, y'all really believe like this is a game or a joke. Like a rapper selects his name and he's rapping for entertainment. An actor does a movie and he takes on a name for acting, for entertainment, for a movie. Y'all really think y'all in a movie? You really think that you in a movie? You make the breakfast, eggs and French toast. What? Salaki, y'all. I apologize. Y'all really think y'all in a movie or something? Y'all really think y'all in a WWF wrestling match? Y'all really insecure. You have a narcissistic way of thinking about yourself, like you're in a movie. Everything is a script and you gotta say the line. White House border czar Tom Homan said Sunday that an immigration and customs enforcement agent linked to the fatal shooting of a Colombian national in Maine may have never cleared the agency's screening process if allegations of domestic violence and misconduct are sustained. Why don't put his own name on here? Why wouldn't they put the ICE agent's name? Why protect him? If he's a criminal, you love going after criminals, right? You love to see justice done. The bad guys get locked up, right? Y'all go out and get them. Put on your vest and your boots. You jump in your SUVs with each other and you pick up trucks. Y'all just shoot down innocent people. But why aren't you held accountable? Damn, y'all don't do screening? Anybody can be an ICE agent? I guarantee Mexicans can't be ICE agents. Colombians can't be ICE agents. That's a goddamn shame. That is truly a goddamn shame, man. Speaking on CNN's State of the Union, Homan addressed questions surrounding the officer. Identified in media reports, his name is in here, I apologize, everybody. As David Roelletti. stating that the allegations raise serious concerns about whether ICE's vetting procedure functioned properly. Let me type his name in. David Barletti. What? Get his name. Just want to see something about this. They got more information on it. Bro, you're left. Is this his wife? Uh-oh, hold up. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some meth in it. Let's see. Okay, it
I thought that it was just a delusional thing. David back in November brought up that he had accepted a job with ICE. I thought that it was just a delusional thing because I'm used to him talking crazy.
Plus his girlfriend. Woof. Yo. Man. Whew. She's hideous. I just had to say that.
So to speak. So I said, yeah, sure you are, buddy. You know, I didn't realize that he was actually working for ICE until yesterday, and I was completely shocked.
How wouldn't your wife know that you're working for a federal agency? How wouldn't she know that? Either he's really dumb or she's really dumb, or maybe they just both are dumb. How the hell you don't know he works for ICE? Where does he go to put on his clothes, his uniform, his gun? Maybe he beat her so much she ain't got no sense in her head. Maybe he beat the sense out of her. I'm not making fun of that. I'm just saying, like, she really don't know.
Shocked because I'm like, how do you keep getting into these? So to speak. So I said, yeah, sure you are, buddy. You know, I didn't realize that he was actually working for ICE until yesterday, and I was completely.
White men and white women hate each other. All you see on your algorithm on social media is that black men and black women hate each other. No. White men cannot stand white women. A lot of them are secreted homosexuals, LGBTQ, because they hate women. Because their women hate them. They both like always playing a mental game and say disrespectful things. He come to his wife and say, I'm an ICE agent. And she go, yeah, right, buddy. White people hate each other. Do not think black on black crime, black on black crime, black on black crime. White people got a high rate of domestic abuse. White on white crime is skyrocketing. It's astronomical. They really hate each other, especially the men and the women. She didn't encourage her husband. Aren't they patriotic? She got a tattoo on her chest. What is that? What the hell is that? Anyway, she didn't, praise her husband for being a proud, true American by joining a federal agency. She didn't think he was capable of being an ICE agent because he's not.
Completely shocked because I'm like, how do you keep getting into these jobs where you're around guns all the time? I asked him what was going on. He told me that I don't need to be answering questions for anybody.
How do you get a job when you're around guns all the time? Why did she say that? Because parolees, criminals, cannot be around guns. Criminals and ex-cons cannot be around guns. Women beaters, wife beaters, abusers, children abusers, you can't be around them. The DPW, the guy at the DPW here in Syracuse, he got caught in the parking lot with a 12-year-old girl. They caught him. They took his phone from him. On his Snapchat, he sends that little girl pictures of his guns, saying, "I know you." How the hell he get guns? He been a PDF file, a PD file for 20 years, 10 years, 20 years. How the hell he get guns? You know why? Because white people have a privilege in America. They can be criminals. We shouldn't look at that as we want to be equal to them so that we can be criminals. We should look at that as the injustice in this country. Because of their privilege of being white, they can be criminals. And they are. And they get away with it. He's a criminal, and his wife is saying, how can you be around all these guns? You're a criminal, and you're a police officer? That is white America. Damn, you don't know who's a good cop. There is no good cops. You can't tell who a good cop is. Why? Because a lot of them get on the force after not being vetted. They don't check no applications. They do no background checks. This guy says, I can go anywhere I want. They don't ask me no question. He walks in the ICE building in Michigan. He just walk in there. And they just give him a gun and a badge. He's white. He'll do. Meanwhile, this guy's a cokehead. A raging lunatic.
To these jobs where you're around guns all the time. I asked him what was going on. He told me that I don't need to be answering questions for anybody. That all I needed to know was that it was a justified shooting and that he did do it. And he claimed that this man had tried to run him over. And I said, I don't see that in anything, and I've watched it from all angles.
Yo, his own wife talking against him. She like, I don't see it. This man didn't try to run you over. I can see it. That's the new thing now for ICE, I guess. Oh, they tried to run me over. It's justified. He tried to kill me. I feared for my life.
Him over. And I said, I don't see that in anything, and I've watched it from all angles. All I seen is how the car was going in circle after the fact. And then he's like, well, I need you to lie about my character because this is what it comes down to is my character.
I need you to lie about my character. You men in blue, you police officers, you FBI, CIA, or you DEA, ICE agents, you don't have character. Your character is flawed. There's no integrity. There's no honor. You guys deserve honor. You just told your wife to lie. Because this is all about character. You're a liar. And you want your wife to lie. You're a murderer. You murdered the man, and then the car starts going in circles after you shot him. Oh, now it's because he was trying to run you over? You shot the man while he's driving.
because this is how, like, this is what it comes down to is my character. I don't see that from all angles. All I seen is how the car was going in circle after the fact. And then he's like, well, I need you to lie about my character because this is how, like, this is what it comes down to is my character. I don't want you talking about any of the abuse in our relationship. Like, this is literally about me, actually. I told him that I was not going to lie for him, that I've waited years to speak my truth. I've been silenced long enough, and now I need to come out with everything because a man lost his life. It was abuse, not only to me, but to our daughter. And even being divorced from him, I've dealt with
this is ex-wife.
abuse in our relationship about me, actually. I told him that I was not going to lie. And then he's to lie about my character because this is how, like, this is what it comes down to is my character. I don't want you talking about any of the abuse in our relationship. Like, this is literally about me, actually. I told him that I was not going to lie for him, that I've waited years to speak my truth. I've been silenced long enough, and now I need to come out with everything.
White women, y'all need to start telling the truth. Y'all getting your ass whooped up in there. Start telling the truth. Tell your truth. Let it all you wives and ex-wives of military and law enforcement and federal agents, tell all the stories. Tell your truth. He beat the shit out you. Tell it. And the baby. Let me run it back. She said, and the baby too. And he beat the baby too.
About my character because this is how, like, this is what it comes down to is my character. I don't want you talking about any of the abuse in our relationship. Like, this is literally about me, actually. I told him that I was not going to lie for him, that I've waited years to speak my truth. I've been silenced long enough, and now I need to come out with everything because a man lost his life. It was abuse, not only to me, but to our daughter. And even being divorced from him, I've dealt with harassing phone calls, threats of him wanting to kill me. I believe that
He hard on her now. She done went to the news. Harassing calls, death threats, and he became an ICE agent. She most likely she got an order of protection against him. And the order of protection is through the courts. So it goes on record. There's an order of protection out against this man. Domestic. It's an alert. It's a red alert. And you sisters, I just seen something so sad and disgusting about this sister dating this white man. You sisters that look at white men and think that they were Prince Charming and Jesus. He gonna save you. He likes hiking and running. He running you into the woods and gonna murder you in the woods. And she stayed with him. I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, he beat his own child, this guy here.
a man lost his life. It was abuse, not only to me, but to our daughter. And even being divorced from him, I've dealt with.
Think of how much money this man gets. Lives in Michigan, and he on the lives, take the life of an innocent man in Maine. That's halfway across the country. He went to the other side of the country. So they feeding this man, giving him room and board, extra stipends, overtime bonus, and he beats his wife and children. And he takes the life of the innocent.
Harassing phone calls, threats of him wanting to kill me. I believe that this man was murdered. I believe that David's mental health played a part in what happened. I think what happened was he was standing there during that operation, had a PTSD moment and hit fight or flight mode. And Unfortunately, a man lost his life due to it.
Fight or flight. This man got he mentally just PTSD from what? From what? Beating his wife? This guy got PTSD from beating his wife. Excuse me, everybody. Self-defense.
This is how I went from an NFL prospect to training and traveling with the biggest female rap artist in the game, Glorilla. Starts off in 2019, my senior season at Washington State. After the season, I went to Hawaii to go train with Chad EK.
Excuse me, everybody. Let me get that system. Let me get that system. Let me get the script on this. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. The Bible tells you not to be like the way. Excuse me, everybody. The Bible straight up tells you, don't be like Esau. Esau is the progenitor, the forefather of all the so-called white nations on the earth, the Caucasians. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance. He don't find a place to repent. He don't see himself as doing wrong. The white man thinks that everything that he has done is accurate, is 100% correct, is true, is right, and is righteous. He truly believes that. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. Malachi chapter 1, verse 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness. This man calls himself the border czar. Right? The border czar. And he is the border of wickedness. Isn't that insane? Sure. She spoke again. Let me get the other video. And then I'm going to try to grab the clip of the sister. I can find out.
I know he was the one who shot Duran Guerrero. What exactly did he say?
He has said that it was all about his, he needed everyone that knew him to defend his character, and say all good things about him, and nothing negative, because it came down to the type of person that he was. I told him that I would not lie for him. Then I asked him if it was him, if he was the one that did it. He said, yes, it was me. I was there. And that it was a justified shooting.
Did he explain to you why he fired?
He had said that Mr. Guerrero had sped at him with a car, and he did it out of self-defense.
I know you've known David a long time, so people know you were married back in 2007, high school sweethearts. You have a daughter together who's now 18. I know, Ashley, and I'm sorry your marriage was troubled, but can you tell me more about his behavior in the context of your surprise or not being surprised when you got that phone call?
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked, but I wasn't shocked just for the simple fact of I experienced severe domestic violence in my marriage.
I heard that, right? Severe domestic violence in my marriage today. They abuse their own wife, man. Their own children.
With David throughout the whole year and a half that we were married. I experienced physical, emotional, mental, even financial abuse from him.
I mean, just to ask the very basic question, do you believe he's someone who should be an ICE agent, armed ICE agent?
No, I don't believe that he's anyone that should be obtaining a job that requires any kind of weapon, just for the simple fact of just, how he's done in his marriages, even, towards his own mother, as a teen.
Toward his own mother. The white man hates women. He hates women. Toward his own mother as a teen. God damn. David, you was beating your mama's ass?
He has always displayed violent behavior, very angry person. And I've said for years that it's only a matter of time before he hurts anybody. I've even gone as far as saying, if anything's ever happened to me, he'd be the one to look at.
I know you say David called you after the shooting. He told you he was the one who shot Duran Guerrero. What exactly did he say?
He had said that it was all about his, he needed everyone that knew him to defend his character, and say all good things about him, and nothing negative, because it came down to the...
Hey, I gotta shout her out. I can't stand y'all, but I can't stand him either. But hey, right is right. Truth is the truth. She is absolutely right. He gonna hurt somebody one day. Tank.
Rage in Maine, sparked by the deadly interaction with immigration agents. For the second time in less than a week, a man was shot and killed in his car. ABC's Lionel Moyes has more.
This morning, new images after a deadly ICE-involved shooting in Maine. Neighbors heard up to 5 gunshots. Seconds later, officers take out what appears to be a motionless body.
I heard the young man say, "I tried to stop." Clearly heard him say that. I tried to stop, or I tried to pull over.
The victim, identified in local media as 26-year-old Joan Sebastian Guerrero from Colombia. He was reportedly on his way to work. Immigration advocates say he had a social security number and was authorized to work in the U.S. A witness says an officer at the scene claimed the driver had tried to run him over.
His head was bloody, his face was bloody.
So the Colombian has more right and is doing what is correct in America legally because he has a social security number and a works visa. That's what happens. They give you some type of permission to work in this country for a certain period of time. And they researched it, and he's good. But the man that murders him, an ICE agent, had no background check. He has no legal right to be utilizing a gun, yet alone be an ICE agent, work for a federal agency. He has a history of domestic violence.
It's awful.
The windshield of the car left covered in bullets. ICE says the man was not the intended target, saying ICE law enforcement
He was not even the intended target. Meaning, you trying to pull him over for what?
attempted to conduct a vehicle stop. The vehicle attempted to
Does
flee.
this sound familiar, Tribe of Judah? Blacks in America, does this sound familiar? It's the same thing. They murdering blacks and Hispanics. They are. You still don't hear nothing about the black baby, the 1-year-old that got shot by a cop. His life taken by a cop in the parking lot of Walmart. What's going on here?
The scene and fearing for public safety, an officer discharged his weapon.
Right. Bottom line is you have to either fear for your own safety or the safety of others. And so far, we haven't seen evidence of that.
Last night, vigils and demonstrations protesting the shooting. It comes less than a week after an ICE agent killed an undocumented immigrant in Houston. After an ICE agent killed an undocumented immigrant in Houston, agents claimed he threatened them with his vehicle. The New York Times reports the fatal shot was fired into an open passenger window. And in a separate development, months after the shooting deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy in Minneapolis, federal officials have now shared evidence with state investigators.
Some of the physical evidence that was previously withheld, including Renee Good's car. It has been rightfully demanded by our community for the past 6 months.
The attorney for Good's family calling it an important and meaningful step towards justice and accountability. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
The white man gotta be stopped, man. Something gotta be done. White folks, I gotta relax. Something is wrong with y'all. You have a thirst and a striving for blood. Like you really love death and bloodshed, abuse. You love violence. It is who you are. Trying to do this real quick. I probably should talk about it next week or this Friday. Might even talk about it this Friday. Goodness, let me find it, yo. It was this sister married a white man, but they first date. She married him after on the first date. On the first date, they go running in the woods. And as they running in the woods, he says to her, "Hey, this is where I wanted to kill you at. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Hold up. Let me play this real quick. She married the mom. She married a piece of trash." Let me find it. Come on, come on. I got it. I thought I found it. I got it here. Sure. It's the sister's name, y'all. There it is. There we go. I got it. Thank y'all for your patience. There we go. Too much silence and I'm saying. Okay. Let's see if I can get the name. Y'all see this, right? Okay, that's the sister. She was running behind him and couldn't keep up because he was going so fast. He took her to this trail in the woods and he slowed down. And she caught up with him. And in this little tunnel, he said, "This is where I'm going to kill you." She said, "Oh, was you?" Trying to keep her cool, but in total fear, thinking she wasn't going to see her parents again. But he was surprised to see she was recording their run and said, "Oh, was you recording that?" She said, "Yes, I was." He said, "I was just joking." Listen.
This is where I was gonna kill you.
Is it?
This is where I was gonna kill you.
Huh?
This is where I was gonna kill you.
Is it?
This is gonna kill you.
Huh?
This is where I was gonna kill you.
Is it?
I don't know if you record that.
Yeah.
I was just kidding.
Doesn't like that whenever it happens.
Oh, crap. Okay, so I'm a little bored, and I want to rate places me and the guy that I'm dating have been so far. Starting off super strong, Japan's versus Netherlands game at the AT&T Stadium in Dallas, 10 out of 10 experience. If you didn't get to go to a World Cup game, you missed out. The first game so much, we went to Kansas City for a second game. I'm telling you, atmosphere, crazy. This time we actually did walk with the Netherlands fans behind the bus. I was just in awe, like chills down my body, the way that the whole crowd was just so happy to be there. So third, the Lake of the Ozarks. This is actually where he's from. And I know y'all have probably seen the Ozark show, but do not get it twisted. This is way different. Anyway, we went on a boat. I loved it. 10 out of 10 if you haven't been. Part 2, because I think I'm running out of time. Okay, part 2 of rating places the guy that I'm dating has taken me. Kansas City Chiefs game. 10 out of 10. Season ticket holder. I just had to show up. But what I will say is Arrowhead is not the Cowboy Stadium. AT&T Stadium beats every stadium in the US. I said what I said. Number 2, Battlehawks. 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Not as fun as the Chiefs game, just because it's like obviously not the NFL, but this was kind of cool. Never been to arena football or whatever that new league is The Rock has, or part owners, whatever. But this was a pretty cool experience as well. Yeah, 10 out of 10. We went again. I'm realizing we just like to go to sporting events. Next, Blink-182 concert. If you know, you know. All the small things. Yeah, great band. They sounded the exact same. Was definitely weird thinking about a 40-year-old man kind of sounding.
I'm gonna talk more about that next week or Friday. Sisters, there are black men that like soccer. There are black soccer players, black American soccer players. There are black people who listen and like black men. Blink-182. All the small things that's it. Say it ain't so, I will not go. There it is to carry me on. Na, 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 na. I know 2, 3, 4 Blink-182 songs. And I'm a nigga. You have a psychological dysfunction. There is a slave mentality. When a black woman wants to be with a white man, you have a psychological dysfunction. You have an envy of white Jesus. You have a complex of white Jesus saving me. Same with black men dating black. But we talking about this right here. Y'all seen this? Shalom, Israel. That concludes class for the night. Class dismissed.